The cameras flashed, the crowd froze, and just like that, the media had a massive new obsession. Why did she finally take off her wedding ring? Welcome to Starscope Report.
Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to, social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
Right, and today we are doing a deep dive into a stack of recent reports. We are looking at pieces from The Mirror, The Evening Standard, and the Liverpool Echo, all centered on Coleen and Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, we're trying to decode how a really high-profile couple navigates this messy, totally private crisis.
And how they managed to, completely reclaim their public narrative. So to understand the machinery behind this, we have to look at the inciting incident.
Right, the catalyst. So, just before the BRIT Awards, Wayne was at a Manchester hotel. He was out drinking with two mystery women until 3:25 in the morning.
Oh, wow, 3:25. That is incredibly late.
Yeah, and the details in these reports are just so messy. Witnesses described him as looking really worse for wear.
I mean, they noted he was struggling just to pull up his trousers in a public backroom at, 1:30 a.m.
Exactly. It's prime tabloid fodder. Friends were reportedly calling him an idiot, especially since this happened right before Coleen's major Primark launch.
Right.
But Coleen's response wasn't some screaming match in the press. Days later, she's photographed running errands in Cheshire.
She's dressed down, right? Just leggings and a baseball cap.
Yeah, totally casual. But the camera inevitably zooms in on her left hand, which is noticeably missing that 250,000-pound wedding ring.
Which is huge. Taking off the ring is basically the celebrity equivalent of a diplomatic recall. It's like the check engine light of a relationship.
Oh, absolutely.
It's this highly visible broadcast that suspends normal operations. It forces the offending party to negotiate while, letting the public know you are well aware of the offense.
But it also creates a dangerous narrative vacuum. Coleen is highly protective of Wayne. She knows his history with alcohol, and sources emphasize she knows exactly how women circle him.
Wait, but are we really giving her that much credit here? I mean, removing a ring after your husband is out at a hotel until 3 a.m., that feels like raw, unfiltered anger.
Oh, it almost certainly starts as genuine anger.
Right. So you don't think she immediately storyboarded this as a calculated PR move?
Well, a media veteran like Coleen knows that raw emotion in public is a massive liability. If she doesn't control what fills that narrative vacuum, the tabloids will just paint her as the tragic, helpless wife.
I see.
So to override that, she has to pivot quickly. And wait till you hear the shocking twist nobody saw coming with how she filled that space.
Honestly, if you are loving these Hollywood twists, make sure you are subscribed. We have got even crazier stories ahead in this deep dive. So what did she do?
She threw a 10 million pound distraction. She hosts this lavish 40th birthday party at their 20 million pound Cheshire mansion.
Oh, wow. A total pivot.
Completely. We're talking a custom marquee, a pastel theme, Dermot Kennedy performing, and Wayne even getting on the microphone to sing.
Wait, Wayne sang after the whole hotel incident.
Yep. But the crucial detail isn't the champagne or the singing. It's the strict guest phone ban.
Ah, a phone ban. So no unauthorized social media leaks.
Exactly. It is a masterclass in artificial scarcity. By locking down unauthorized photos, she ensures the only visual narrative coming out of that party is the one she formally approves.
And what exactly is capturing this approved narrative?
The camera crew for her upcoming 10 million pound Disney Plus documentary series.
Wait, really? So they had the documentary crew there. That completely reframes the missing ring.
Right.
Especially since the ring miraculously reappeared days later at her Primark launch. They literally took a moment of real marital embarrassment and monetized it into a dramatic, highly lucrative arc for a streaming giant.
It is high-level crisis management. But once you secure the private narrative on film, you need the definitive public visual to seal the deal.
And later in this deep dive, we're talking about exactly that, the ultimate public statement they made right after.
Yeah, that brings us to their joint appearance at the Grand National at Aintree. Coleen stepped out in an 835-pound butter yellow Roland Moray dress.
Which is such a striking choice. How does a yellow dress function as a PR tool, though?
Well, it's bright, unapologetic, and aggressively cheerful. It visually overrides any lingering narrative of her, hiding away in shame.
Oh, that makes sense.
Plus, the body language analysis in the reports highlights that she stood with her chin raised. It's a deliberate posture projecting pure defiance and power.
While Wayne was positioned firmly behind her, it's a silent visual stating she is the one entirely in charge.
Exactly, projecting a united but intensely controlled front.
It really makes you look at your own life. It makes you consider how you curate your relationship narratives during tough times, even when you don't have paparazzi or a Disney Plus camera crew documenting your every move.
It completely changes how you view these highly public partnerships. I mean, Wayne has actually admitted on a podcast previously that he'd be dead without Coleen keeping him on the right path.
Which leaves you wondering, at a certain level of fame, does a marriage become less about romance and more about high-stakes crisis management?
That is a fascinating thought to leave on.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.